Hi, everybody. Hope you're doing great. My name is Judy Tuttle from Tuttle Up Stamping. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Midland, Texas, and I'm back with you today for day 3 of my weekly series of online classes to go. And this one is fun, super bright, super cheerful, and I think you're going to enjoy what we make today. So, when you come on, let me know. I'm excited to get started and have you with me today. If you are an email subscriber, yesterday I made a boo-boo, so I always copy the previous week's newsletter and then I edit it, keep the information there that I want there and get rid of the information that I don't. And yesterday I forgot to change the title from the week before. And so it was advertising free shipping and we didn't have free shipping. Hi, Sharon. How are you? So glad you're with me today. I think you're going to love my little 3D box today. So anyway, I was not trying to lure people in with false expectations. I promise you, I just made a boo-boo. And so I said for the next 24 hours, if you want to place an order with me, I will give you that free shipping that I advertise because I don't want it to come across as if I was not being honest and truthful with you because that is very important to me. All right. Next, I have my Tuttle Up shop right down here. This is where you can shop with me this week. Please use this host code right here. This host code will go away on Sunday. I will issue a new host code for the next few weeks after that. And if you would like to get this online class to go for this week, I will create a make and take for you to do at home. One of each of all the projects I made this week with any order of $40 or more in my online store. So if you would like to get a project kit to make all of these projects, you just go to TuttleUpShop.com. You use this host code right here. That will take you directly to my shop. In fact, I'll put a link in the description after this video is over with the host code embedded in it, and that way it'll go directly and you won't even have to worry about putting in the host code. Okay, so I'm going to go to my hands here. I'm going to show you the projects that we've already made this week. We made this card on day 1. The storm will end and the sun will shine again. And we made that sweet sunshine in the corner, thinking of you, praying for you, and hoping with you. That came from the Comforting Thoughts stamp set. I made this sweet little girl with the dog. I used some paper piecing for that with the umbrella and the little dog's coat and the little rain boots that all match that pink polka dot. You are the umbrella to my rainy days. I love that one. This one was super fun. We used the eyelet embossing folder in the background. We used some paper piecing again, these cute little flowers with the rhinestones in it. And when you open it up, it says, I wish I could make this better. Then yesterday, for our Fun Fold Tuesday, I created this awesome origami fun fold using a 5 1/4 by 12-inch piece of designer series paper. And it's a great little fun fold card. I love this card. I'm glad I made 2. So, how fun is that? So those were our previous projects for the week. Today's project is going to be a little gift box. It has the umbrella on the front. It says happiness inside. And when you open it up, I have some lemon drops inside, and it says inside, you are the umbrella to my rainy days. I love this little box. It's so easy to make. I can't wait to get started with you. So let me wrap this back up here, and we can get started on our 3D project for the day. So when you watch my online series, what day do you love the most? Do you love just the card day on day 1? Do you love the fun fold day on day 2? Or do you really look forward to the 3D project day? I think I really look forward to the 3D project day. It stretches me, it helps me think outside of the box and kind of decide what I'm going to do for you. But isn't this a fun little box? It measures about 3¼ by 3¼ by 3/4. Okay, that's the size of the box. Okay, so let me pull all my things out here and we can get started. All right, so I'm starting with a piece of Daffodil Delight cardstock, and it is cut 4 3/4 by 8 3/4, 4 3/4 by 8 3/4. And I'm going to grab my score pal here. Let me pull this out. I already have my yellow markers at the top there to remind me of where I need to score. So on the short side, on the 4 3/4 inch side, we're going to score it at these 2 markers right here, 3/4 of an inch and 4. So I'm going to take my bone folder and I'm going to mark it, score it at 3/4 of an inch and 4 inches, right like that. Okay, then I'm going to turn this sideways, and on the long side, I'm scoring it at 3/4 of an inch, 4 inches, 4 3/4 of an inch, and 8 inches. Okay, so we have these edges that are all 3/4 of an inch all the way around. Okay, so let me put this away. I don't think we're going to need that anymore. I'm going to set it behind me here. Okay, so the good news about this little box is that we're not cutting anything away. We do have to cut up on some score lines. So all of these little score lines, I don't know if you can see them, along the long edge here, we are going to cut up to the score line. So we're going to cut up here, cut, cut, cut. There we go. Those are all our little tabs. Now, on each of these little square tabs here, we're just going to cut a little bit away out of the edges, out of the sides, and that is going to help us get this box to close exactly like we want it to. It's going to take a little bit of bulk out of the folding in of the box, okay? Let me pull that off of there. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same thing here. Cut a little piece off of that right there. And then I'm going to flip it around and do the same thing on the other side. Cut up to the score line, just to that long score line on the long edge there. There we go, and there we go. This box is super easy to put together. So you could use this box for a lot of occasions. You could easily put Hershey Kisses inside, a gift card inside if you wanted, all kinds of candies. So I'm using it just to say thank you, but you could use it for lots of different occasions for sure. Okay, let me get those pieces out of the way. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold all these short edges up on the long side here. So I'm going to use my bone folder to get a really good crease on that. There we go. And then I'm going to fold in the other side. Right along that score line as well. Then I'm going to fold this in right here along the score lines that go for the inside of the box here. There we go. right like that. All right. Now, on each of these little tabs here, I'm going to pull them into the inside, and I am going to add some liquid glue to each of those tabs. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. And I have some clothespins just to help me hold it in place while I'm waiting for it to dry. It doesn't take long. So I'm just lifting that end up to that side right there. And then I'm going to add a clothespin here. I just keep these in my little box right here next to my crafting table with all my tools in it. And then I'm going to lift this up here, add a clothespin right there, and do the same thing here. These clothespins are very inexpensive. I think I got them at Walgreens, as a matter of fact, and you get like 40 or something to a box. Okay, so that's the bottom of my box right there. And now I'm going to do the top of my box. So I'm going to take these tabs to the inside and add glue right there. And now I'm just going to fold it up. And that's going to create the top of my box right there. So now these can be moved over here. I need to chintz that down just a little bit there, so it's not hanging off the edge. There we go. And I'll do the same thing right here. You can probably take these off. It doesn't take long for that all to gel together. And then that creates my box top. And it all kind of goes in really nicely together, right like that. Isn't that fun? Okay, so now we need to decorate. I'm going to start with both the inside and the outside of my box at the same time because they're basically the same here. Here we go. I have 2 pieces of basic white that are 3 inches by 3 inches. I'm going to put one of these on the top of my box. Right here. Kind of center that in there. There we go. And then one is going to go on the inside of my box here. Get a really good centering going there. There we go. I'm going to press it right there. Then I have 2 pieces of that Bloom Impressions paper that is coming out at Celebration. If you remember, I showed this one to you on Monday. This is going to be a celebration item, free with a $60 purchase, which is super fun. So I liked this really bright pattern right here, and I cut 2 squares. Both of them are 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, and I'm going to add this to the inside of my box right here. Maybe turn it the right way. There we go. And then I'm going to put one on the outside of my box right here. I'm not sure there's really a direction, but for some reason it makes me feel like these grass bundles are kind of pointing up to the sky, which they should. So there's the top of my box right there. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and stamp the sentiment for the inside of my box. And for the inside of my box, I've actually cut 2 circles from the Stylish Shapes dies. You guys know how much I love these. And these are both about 2¼ inches in diameter. So I just realized I need to pull out a stamp here. I'm going to grab the stamp that says, "You are the umbrella to my rainy days." So this is definitely a gift box to show appreciation or thanks to someone in your life that brightens your day. And I'm going to stamp that sentiment right in the inside of one of these circles. There we go. I'm going to pop on a few embellishments. And the embellishments that I'm using today are the 2024-2026 in color shimmer dots. These went out of style a lot. And I should say, this is Shy Shamrock that I stamped that in. Hi, Lori Kemp. How are you? Thanks for joining me today. There we go. Are you back in Florida now? I feel like you had to leave for a while after the hurricane hit. I might be remembering wrong, but there we go. I'm going to add a few of those shimmer dots. I'm going to grab my dimensionals and attach this to the inside of my box. It'll be a little surprise sentiment when they open it up. There we go. That's going to go right there on the inside of my box. And I'm going to fill it up. There we go, with some little lemon drops. I bought these on Amazon. If you're interested, send me a private message and I'll tell you where I got them. They came in a big bag, and I used them for a retreat at one point. Okay, so I'm going to close up my box right here. I might have too much in there. It's kind of bulging a little bit, so let me take a couple out. Don't want any box bulges, right? Okay, there we go. So there's the box with all my treats inside. And everything inside has been done and ready to go. So now I can take my ribbon. And again, I'm using this. I just realized I ran out of that bolt when I made my prototype. So I need to grab some more ribbon here. And I'm going to wrap this ribbon around the box, and it's just going to hold everything shut for us, so we don't have to worry about the box popping open. There we go. I'm going to tie a bow over here on the left edge of my box. So to tie a bow perfectly, do right side over left side. Flip it under to tie a knot like that. And then the trick is to put your finger under the bottom ribbon and loop it up around to the left and in the hole. There we go. Perfect bow every time. There we go. And I'm going to move it so that it's way over here to the left edge of my box right there. Okay, so now I'm going to come back to that. I'm going to start decorating the front of my box. So I have another circle that's exactly the same size, which is 2¼ inch stitched circle from the Stylish Shapes. And I am pulling out another set that is in the online exclusives that you might have missed. It's called Sharing, Loving, Crafting. It is all these sentiments. You have the Stampin' Up copyright. If you want to sell a card, you should have the copyright on there, a bigger size and a smaller size, so that's nice. Sharing what I love, loving what I do, just to brighten your day. crafted with you in mind. So these are all kind of stamps, really, that you can stamp on the back of a card to give it your signature, right? But I'm using happiness inside for this card because it's really fitting, right? For a box that has treats inside. So I'm using my Shy Shamrock again. I'm going to stamp happiness inside right here on the right side, right like that. Okay. Now I'm going to make an umbrella. So what I did is that I stamped the little human's umbrella on a piece of Mossy Meadow. And I said Mossy Meadow. Oh my gosh. Melon Mambo. Thank you. Sorry about that. And I have the top of the die cut of the little human with umbrella that I just cut the top off. I just cut the umbrella out of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fussy cut this umbrella that I just stamped on. I don't care about, well, I do care about little humans, but I don't care about the little human underneath the umbrella for this project. So I'm just going to cut them off. It sounds really very drastic, doesn't it? So all I want here is the umbrella part of this. There we go. Just fussy cut that out. I'm going to attach this with some liquid glue onto this white die cut panel here. Hi, Sherry. Thanks for joining me. Hello, everyone out there watching. Let me know when you come in. I'd love to say hi. So I'm taking this umbrella and adding it to the top of that die cut. I just realized something I didn't do on my other umbrella is that I would like to put a little black right here on that dot right there. Kind of make it all cohesive. All right. Now, what I'm going to do, the paper humans. Yes. Yes, Laura, thank you. It doesn't sound so bad if you say I'm going to cut off the paper humans. Jeez. Okay, there we go. So then I'm just cutting off. So it's all just one umbrella there. And then I have cut an umbrella handle out of great granite. So I'm going to grab see if my storage system will cooperate with me right here. My silicone mat for a moment. And what the silicone mat is really good at is allowing you to put glue on something and it seeps out, so you feel like you need to hold it. You can flip it around this way and let it sit for a moment, and then you don't get glue over everything on your project. So we are pretty close to being done with this. Isn't that fun? This box just comes together so quickly. Okay, there we go. So you're not getting glue on your paper, you're getting it on the silicone mat. And I'm going to pop this up right here off to the side of that sentiment, right like that. Okay, so I'm going to use a couple of dimensionals on the back side of this. There we go. I'm going to put a little bit of liquid glue right here on the handle. And then I'm going to pop this up, decide where I want it. There we go. And it's going to pop up right like that. Okay. Now I'm going to add this to my box front right here. I'm going to need to cut that tail off here in a second. And I'm going to add it with some dimensionals again. There we go. right like that. Very cute, huh? Okay, so you remember the other day when I cut out a bunch of these melon mamba flowers from the dies that come with this set. So I'm going to try to shoot some out of this bag for us. Shoo them out here. I want 4 of them. So let's see if I can get at least 4. There we go. And I'm just going to dot on some liquid glue in some places here. And use my handy dandy tweezers that I thought I just had out, but maybe, oh, here they are right here. Put them right where I needed to find them. And I'm just going to grab those flowers with my tweezers and just throw them on there. And that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, I should not be a doctor, right? Good thing, because I do not have the hands of a surgeon. All right, so here we go. Okay, there's my flowers. And now I'm just going to pop on some more of these embellishments. I'm going to use the Shy Shamrock ones for a few of them here on the front. Right there. And then I'm going to take the bubble bath ones and add them to the center of my flowers. So I'm going to grab some of these bubble bath ones right here. Just add a little bling to the center of each of those cut out melon mamba flowers. It also covers the glue that has a tendency to seep out from the middle. Oops. Move that over a little bit. There we go. And one more here. There we go. That's the cute little box made with the umbrella. I hope you love it. Hi, Chelsea. I'm so glad you're here today. I've missed you. So here's the cute little box filled with lemon drops. Bring sunshine to somebody's day. And then I'm going to show you again what we did on the inside. We also put a similar panel on the inside that says, "You are the umbrella to my rainy days," and filled with little candy sunshine there, lemon drops. So I hope you guys love this. Give me just a second to tie this back up. I will pull all the projects out again so you can see what you would get in your online class to go for this week. You would get everything to make your own box. You will need to have the umbrella days bundle in order to complete these projects. Okay, so once again, here's the box. Here is our fun fold card from yesterday and the 3 cards that we made on Monday. So how fun would it be to get this make and take in the mail to make all 5 of these projects? You can get it with any $40 order in my online store right here, Tuttle Up Shop, using this host code. But again, I will embed that link, that direct link, into the description after this video is over. So it's been such a fun week. I have loved these projects that I've made with you. I hope you have too. Send me some love and likes and shares out there. If you enjoyed it and want to show it to your friends, I would really appreciate that. You can also go to my YouTube page, Tuttle Up Stamping and subscribe, and that's going to help me to be able to stream directly to YouTube here in the second. Chelsea Schraggy just put the item number and price in the description. Thank you so much, Chelsea. I love when you do that for me. That is so kind. So God bless everybody. I might not be here next Monday. Honestly, I'm thinking of taking next week off and just really focusing on my family during Christmas time. So, but I will keep you posted on that. All right. So God bless, and we will see you soon. The next For Sure class is on December the 30th, Monday, and that's my Cake Celebrations Craft Along. So I hope you'll join me for that. So Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and hopefully we will see each other soon. Bye-bye.